Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
All right. How's your week going?
Going good. Lots of fires already starting in Northern California. Not so good. And,
literal fires.
Yeah, little fires.
Literal. I mean, literal.
Yes, literal.
Not figuratively. The people
you said
calling
little.
you
Okay.
with panic. Oh my God.
There's been some evacuations already, and anyway, yeah, it's making me busy as well. So
Yeah. Are you picking up any horses or anything?
I couldn't this week, but yeah, we were called out twice on for two different fires. So I do volunteer work, and that's one of them is helping
Nice.
animals.
Well, thank you, Adam.
Thanks.
First responder.
That's right. All right. So today we're going to be talking about a question that I get asked by owners who know a little bit about SEO. One of their questions is, how do I rank outside of my city? What's the best way to do so? And this is a great question because maybe if this is the first time you've listened to an episode, you don't know, but when someone searches for a service, one of the biggest ranking factors is going to be your proximity to that location, wherever that location is. So if you have a business and you want to rank outside of your city, it's pretty difficult to do so. If you don't have competition, it can be easy and way easier to do it. But if you have a lot of competition ranking outside of your city, it's pretty interesting if you see these rank trackers that, Google follows those cities pretty strongly. So it can get tough to rank outside of your city. So a way to get around that is to create location pages. So of every city that you serve. So it would be a city-specific location page about that city and what services you provide for that city. Okay. Now, understand when you do this, most likely when your page or just you creating that is not going to trigger that your business will appear in that 3-pack, the top 3 services that service that city. The top 3 businesses that service that city. So, but you will, in all likelihood, appear in the search results under that. Now, the best way to get your business to appear in those search results is to have a location page. And so we're going to I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about what you need on that location page.
Okay. Ready?
Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So first thing is you want to create like a hub. It's called a hub page, and you want to have that hub page just be whatever.com/locations. And then that will be a list of locations that you serve. You can call it service area as well. And then every page after that will have that same URL structure. Well, it'll have like Miami / so it'll have service areas or locations / Miami - HVAC contractor, something like that, whatever service you're doing. For some reason, this is still a ranking factor, even though it's been around for years and Google still hasn't said it's bad. But yeah, having that city name plus your service, it seems to work still, which is crazy because that is very much a legacy thing. I don't know. Okay.
Yep.
Now, the next thing you want to understand is that if you have pages that Google deems are duplicates, so if you have the same information on every city page and then you've just taken out the word whatever that city is and replaced it, most likely Google's crawling your site and it will mark those as duplicate and it won't index those pages. So you want to have at least, we like to go for 80% different. So each one of those location pages should have 80% different from every other page on your site. And that's a large percentage, but you can restate what you do. You can copy your homepage and then just change a lot of the content on there. Add an FAQ at the bottom that has all kinds of questions, including those city names, neighborhoods, maybe some parks, whatever is important in that city, that kind of stuff. Okay, follow me so far?
Yeah, it seems very odd, though, that you would need to do this.
Well, if you want your website to appear in that city when somebody searches for that service, it is weird. I agree.
And do you think it's because Google really just wants you to focus in the city that you primarily are in?
Yeah, so it's trying to funnel people to that Google business profile.
Got it.
Because that's from Google, right? So the more people that interact with Google, the better it is for that company. Because the more you do, the more time you spend on that search engine, the more time that you find that valuable, the more likely it is you're going to one day click on an ad. So, they're just trying to keep you within their ecosystem, which is, that's normal.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, in the search results, these kind of pages do get indexed and then they do appear and then people do click on them. So once they do click on them, you want to have, your normal stuff, tons of testimonials about how great you are. Like I said, that FAQ, make the page look really nice. You can just use the same kind of template that you had for your homepage. Restate the problem, restate the solution, restate the reward. Have a bunch of calls to action, and you could have your own that city-specific contact form on there. It's up to you. But those are the basics that you want to have on that page.
Okay.
All right. Make sure that on there, we've done episodes on schema. You can include schema on there that tell people this is an area you serve. If you don't know how to use schema, you can always go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, what's the schema I can use for this page? And then make sure it's right. Check.
Got it.
All right. Any questions so far?
No, other than one I just asked. But.
Okay. So then one other thing that I want to recommend, and listeners, you should be doing this or thinking about doing this. If you are a longtime listener, you know that part of SEO, there's two phases. One is setting up everything correctly on your site. And then the other phase is a continuing phase where you are adding content. So you're adding content that answers people's questions, solves their problems. So say I'm an HVAC company in Miami. I'm going to write an article titled, "What's the best HVAC company in Miami?" Then on that page, I'm going to write a ton of information about Miami. Include sites that are good to see, parks, any of like festivals, local things in that city. And I'm also going to answer that question. What do you think and obviously the answer should be my business. Yeah. Top HVAC is the best HVAC contractor in Miami. So when you do that, when people write best HVAC contractor in Miami, you can rank, and that page can rank, and it can then trigger that Google business profile of yours to show up. So do that.
Okay.
All right. So what's the best? What's the top? What's the most affordable? All those kind of things are totally useful, and they answer that question. So you can talk about your pricing. Make sure that page or that blog article is pretty detailed. Now, and you can do a bunch of those about Miami. Then on that location page at the bottom, you can put 3 blocks that are from the blog. These articles, so they're excerpts of the blog. You put them at the bottom, and so they're automatically there, and that helps the site interconnect better. So those links, that interlinking is really strong, and it signals to Google that you are a big authority in that city for that service. Boom.
All right.
And that's Bob's your uncle.
And that's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do. Or you hire an agency, and if you want to send this episode to them, maybe they can do this. Who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
I see attempts at this, or I see versions of this that are pitiful. That's the general norm. But yeah.
So it makes it much worse.
Well, it makes those pages, Google doesn't think they're useful, so they don't even index them. So that's rough. So that, just wasted effort, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. That's the way it goes.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Long articles, by the way. That's what we want. Long and useful.
Okay. Well, we know how to do that. Thank you.
Great.
ChatGPT.
No, but yes. But no. All right, Jamie. That's all I got for today, unless you have any questions.
No, I think that's pretty good. It's very good.
Thank you.
Okay. If you enjoyed this episode and you're going to put it to use, we'd love to hear how it goes. Send us a message at Local SEO in 10 on our Facebook or LinkedIn page. And we'd like to track the success. I know Adam's working on it for several of his clients, so he does know it works. And if you are in a networking group or a chamber of commerce, share out this podcast, because a lot of times business owners, especially right now, are having a hard time trying to make or leverage their website, leverage their Google tools to keep them in business and actually maximize their business. So this podcast is very helpful for all of that. And then give us 5 stars wherever you are listening to it. And then lastly, if you have a question about this podcast or a topic for another podcast, again, go to our website actually, and then click on the podcast button, and then enter that search term. Chances are there's 2 or 3 podcasts that probably are already included. And then, but if you don't find it there, then go to our LinkedIn or Facebook page, send us a message, and then we will try to get to that in a new episode. So with that, we will talk to you next week, and try and stay cool and save some horses out there. Adam, thank you.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.